May my prayer be carried in the smoke up to the heavens. As we close out 2020, we're closing out 2020, and we're about to usher in a whole new, fresh start. I think it's really important that we not just run into this new area of potential. It's like, I feel like this new year is like an empty sports field. And all of us humans, all of humanity, we're all on different teams, which we shouldn't be, but different conversation. And there's this field, there's a stadium full of people, and us, humanity, we are players on these teams, and we're about to rush the field and make it happen. And I don't necessarily look at life as being a competition between this group or that group, like a sports game is. I don't necessarily subscribe that dynamic to the life that we're living. I don't think it should be competitive in that way. But I definitely feel like there are two sides at war. That dynamic, that relationship dynamic, that connection is at play. And that is the interaction, the engaging of the light forces and beings of light living on earth, and dark beings and beings of darkness that are living on this planet. And this war between light and dark has gone on for a very, very long time, many, many life cycles. And in this lifetime, this is the one that we all came here for. If you're alive right now, you came here for this very specific purpose. And that purpose is something called ascension. And ascension is the best way that I could describe it, just short and sweet, ascension is the planetary phase that Earth and humanity is in right now, and we are moving through. And ascension includes, it's a flow of events. Things are unfolding on this planet, and we are moving towards ascension. Daisy, gentle, okay? Gentle. Okay? Oh my gosh. So we are ascending. Daisy, please be gentle with him. So Earth is ascending. Humanity is ascending into higher dimensions. We're moving into higher... Daisy, please be gentle with him. We're moving into higher places in our galaxy. Oh, gosh. Oh, you go in her bed. Ay. Life calls. Hold on. Okay, no, he's good. Okay. So, and I'd like to welcome you actually to Sunday Talkin' Tea with Shannan Marie, also known as Ascension Girl. And I'm here with my, I don't know if this is like lemon ginger tea. It's my favorite. It's fresh. I make it fresh. So Earth is in a very important planetary phase. And what we've experienced in this last year is so clearly a part of this dramatic storyline playing out on Earth. So here we are at the end of this year, and we're about to move into this whole new, fresh year and opportunity to create the lives that we want. So it's so fascinating that this last year is by far, I think it's safe to say, the most traumatic, stressful, trying years of all of our lives. And as we move into this next phase, I think it would be really helpful if we could really just survey what really happened in this last year so that we really know where we're moving to. Right? Wouldn't you? I just think that that's the best way to go about the situation that we're all collectively in. And yes, we're in it collectively, but we're also on our own individual journeys. And when you identify that fact and you move in a way that you're moving towards your greater good, moving towards creating the goals that you want to accomplish in your life, when you become aware of that, I mean, it really has the potential to shift everything. You know, when you shift focus and you choose to go in this other direction, where are you going to end up? Just imagine where we would end up if we, having gone through this fucked up year, heavy year, imagine, like, just with that clarity, we're really able to move in such a powerful and empowered way. Aren't you ready for that? I'm so ready for that. Let me take a sip to that. We're in just such a beautiful time period right now. We're in such a beautiful time, full and ripe with potential. So I think we'd be silly not to take advantage of this moment, you know? And I think that different people have different ways of thinking about what is the highest and best way to move forward in this next year. It'll be silly to just keep moving as we have. I bet this year people really got clear about what it is they don't want and what it is they want, because people were faced with their realities. Some people, their lives didn't really change. Maybe just someone they knew got sick and everything else stayed the same. That's a completely different life experience than someone that lost everything, or really, like, their life and their life circumstances completely shifted. Those are two different experiences in this past year. And it almost has been a year. It's been 9 months. So, or maybe 8, almost 9 months. So, in moving into this new year, along with surveying and really taking a look at what even happened in this last year, when you're looking hindsight, when you're looking from an elevated perspective, when you're looking down, what really happened this past year? Aside from that conversation and that piece of the work, I think it's really important that I share with you 3 things that I feel are important for those that are interested in moving forward consciously through into this next year. God, I'm feeling so much. I'm really excited to be having this conversation. I'm feeling my energy is kind of like really moving in a very strong way. So I want to take a second to kind of pull it all in, ground myself. Releasing energy. When you burp, that's one way that your body releases energy. Thank for that moment. Okay, so looking at what happened in 2020, that's one piece of the conversation. But the next part of the conversation and what I want to talk about now are three things that will help you move forward in into this next year. Yeah, because I feel like I just want to explain that there's two pieces. There's A and there's B. A is one whole piece of work, one section of work, and the second is a whole nother section of looking at it. So the first would be looking back at this last year and seeing what happened in the world and what happened within yourself and your life. And then B, the second part of that is I feel like there's three pieces of this. Three things that are really going to help you move forward gracefully, with grace and ease for this into this next year. And they are, the first thing is autonomy. Being able to think for yourself and not being told and not having to be told what is going on. Receiving the facts is one thing. This happened. But how you perceive that thing and that ultimate conclusion you have about that situation, you should be autonomous in the way that you're seeing life. Because this next year, we are going to be so tested. And we're going to be told answers and clarifications about these different situations. We're going to be told from this place and that place and that place and that place. And they're all going to be different stories. So what do you believe? Do you believe what you feel? How do you feel like when you get the facts about something? The way that you gain your conclusion, where is that coming from? Is it from your own connection to it and you're checking in with yourself and your soul about the energy of that thing? Or are you having to be told by someone how to feel and how to view that thing? Because the facts are the facts. So autonomy is the first thing. The second thing is really finding your center. Really finding your center. And stand steady in that center. I feel as though we are going to be shifted this next year, 2021. We are going to be shaken to the core this next year. Just simply, there's many different areas, but simply by the disclosure of the truth of so many aspects of our lives. We are going to be gifted with the opportunity to finally know the truth about so many things. So disclosure of the truth of these very important aspects of our lives that have been kept from us. So that's the second thing. And the third and most important thing in this moment, that third thing is breath. Breath. And breathe from that center. That strong pillar you are. Breathe from your column, your divine channel. Open this. Consciously connect. And when you breathe in, we are going to be tested this next year. So, staying strong in your center, having a strong relationship and a beautiful, growing relationship with your breath, with every single breath and minute that passes. And being autonomous. Become an autonomous being. So that's the message for this broadcast. And I would just like to thank you for allowing me to share this message that I feel I'm here to bring to the world. So you are a part of this beautiful story, how it's playing out, of our life, of my life, of the future of this planet. And I really feel that at this point in this planet's journey and for humanity, it's really important that we really at this time start listening to other people, because other people also came here to assist through Earth's transition process, which is Earth's ascension and humanity's ascension. So many people, very divine and spiritually elevated souls, came here on this planet at this very specific time to be of assistance to those around them. There are those of us that are stationed all around the world, all around, and we're holding a very specific kind of energy. And I like to say, and how the divine has explained to me, each of us, each light worker, grid worker, light holder, person connected to God, wanting to do good in their life and in this world, oh my God, I forgot, what was I saying? Oh, we were sent here to do a job. We are part of God's army, and we have been lying dormant. But we're like the divine has said to me, has explained it to me, all of us that are here to hold God's light, we are like energy medicine for the planet and those around us. We are energy medicine. We are medicine for this world and everything in it. But when we're disconnected and we're not aligned and we're bringing in harmful energies, we're not in line with that mission. So I wish to provide clarity for those that feel like they were here. They are here also to be part of God's army, or we're sent here as a soldier in God's army, lying dormant, waiting for the call. That it's time for you to step up and step in to the divine role that you were sent here to fulfill. And I wish to just share that on my way out. And I just want you to know that I really love you and I appreciate you. And I really feel like it's an honor that we both decided to come here and help this planet at this time. And please know with every ounce of your being that you are so necessary right now. You are so necessary. Moving energy. You're so necessary. So please just stand strong in yourself. And it helps to start connecting with the energy of your soul and bringing the energy of your soul into your body to embody the energy of your soul. We're creating heaven on earth. So create within you an energy of heaven. Bring in the energy of heaven into your physical body. That's the start. That's the first start. That's the first step, and this is the beginning. And yeah, we're so needing to be aligned and connected to God consciously. It's time that we really elevate and step into our shit. So thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you. This is the last weekend of this year. Tomorrow begins the first day of the last week of the year. So just in closing, I would like to just know that everything is happening perfectly. Everything is unfolding perfectly. For you individually and for all of us collectively. It's all happening perfectly. And there will be a time, and I feel like in this next year, where you will understand how everything needed to unfold the way that it did. So, I love you. There's a divine plan at play. And if you feel like you were born on this planet to be of assistance in this time, if you feel like you are here as a soldier in God's army, and you came here to be a member of Earth's transitioning team to assist the planet through this beautiful ascension process that we're in and moving through. And there's a destination. But in this moment, you're being called to find your center. My hamster's going crazy right now. Find your center. Stand strong in yourself. And breathe. Breathe. Calm your system. When your breath is shallow, you're not living. But when your breath is slow and deep, and your breaths are long, you're literally making love to life. You're bringing life energy into your body. You're receiving I'm not sure where that left off, but when you breathe consciously, you're making love to nature, to God. I just caught a mouse. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. Happy 2020 and happy fucking 2021. This year it's about to go down. And I feel like a lot of us have grown positively. We're ready for this next year, whatever this may bring. So, more to come. And I feel like I'm on my own very personal journey. And I feel like there's a part of me that really wants to share that with people, but not just outwardly. I feel like there's a way that I'm going to do it. And just stay tuned for more ways to hear about the things that I want to share and more ways to connect with me. I think it's time that I roll out all of these things I've been planning for the last years, up to 10 years. Some things I knew about 10 years ago. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting off into a little tangent, and I want to go get that mouse so I can let him outside. I don't like to kill them. the mice, but I need to kick them out of my house. They're getting evicted. But I don't want to kill them, and I don't want them to die. Like, that's not my place to just kill somebody because I don't want them in my house. Anyway, I'm going to go and I'll share this. Actually, I'll tape what happens just now. All right, bye. I'll make it available somehow. All right. Happy 2020. And you know what? So 2020, right, is like having very clear vision. Don't you feel like 2020 gave us that? I mean, there's a part of us that's like still spinning and it's like, what the fuck even? It just happened in this last year. But don't you feel like you have some sense of clarity that you didn't have? That you have a sense of clarity that you didn't have having lived this last year? Like of your resilience and your strength and your sense to be creative and like resourceful. I feel like a lot of those positive things have happened. Those beautiful transformations. And now it's time for us to apply them in this next year. I mean, we're definitely still growing and there's a lot to be learned and healed and loved and acknowledged. But you know what? Let me go get this mouse. But thank you and I love you. Bye, but I need to go. Okay, bye.